Tell everybody that when I shit my pants, the live ends. You look so tired. What do you want, man? What do you want? Good boy. You're good. All right. So, let's go ahead and get set up with the setup. There you go. Gotta zoom up. Let's see, on my porn. No, we don't want that up there. It's just dashboard shit. I don't care. Let's close that up. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Damn, mouse is in here early. So it's not really a new angle of the dangle. It's actually the way I used to keep everything back in the day. Like when we first started doing lives, I always had this set up this way. But yeah, looks pretty good now. So. You're about to just drive home from work, yeah. No, it's not really a new setup. I just turned the desk around. So the desk used to be in the middle of the room, and I'd sit behind the desk. But this is the way I used to do it at my old house and stuff, was I had the desk, the computer on it, but now I'm back on my dual screen setup. So, you know, dual screens, all that good stuff. Brady, what is going on? Guess we can go up a little bit. You don't really need to see my crotch. You probably just want to see the guns. So there we go. Yeah, I remember the old setup. Yeah, exactly. So I got a couple of, just a few things on the wall. Yeah, I think it's filled out pretty good. Hell yeah. So get in here, hit the like button, subscribe, become members, all that shit. Having problems with YouTube again. They deleted one of my videos. What's funny is they didn't issue me a strike or anything. They just removed the video. So we'll have to wait and see why. They said I violated policy, and then the timestamp they gave me was literally me talking about how Glock didn't win the contract for the military guns. But hey, whatever. You got to put the bad at the end of YouTube. So not bad YouTube, it's YouTube bad.
YouTube is bad, man.
Yeah, we'll just wait before we start really getting into it. Wait for some people to show up. AG, what is going on? I didn't order one yet. Yeah, so as you guys come in, hit the like button and just tell me what's up. Okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of that one. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know why that word is even allowed on the there. Okay. Give me 1 second, kids. Let's see. User management. Nope. So look this way while I do stuff. There we go.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
Holy shit! My God. Lycan comes in with the huge donation. $50 donation. Sorry, I was trying to add a word to the filter. Holy crap. Thank you so much. And we don't have any mods yet. So my mods are talking to other people. We've lost a couple of mods. What the fuck? Why is that not going away? Danny, if you don't see it on the wall, I'm going to go ahead and say I do not own any particular thing. As much fun as I have playing the Do You Have game, it's not something I like to do too much, though, honestly. And I'm not saying it to be a jerk. I'm just like, Hello, Evan. What's going on? So what's going to be happening here is I switched the whole setup around because I'm going to be building a new computer. The new computer is going to be actually larger than this computer, if that's believable, because that's my arm. But it's going to be bigger than this computer. Max, you've been on vacation for 12 days. Yeah, right. You just couldn't get back over the border. How you doing? I'm all right. How are you today? I am okay. So YouTube removes your videos but allows those comments. Pretty much, man. Ho, 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 Merry Chrysler. Rocky is asleep like a motherfucker already. Hey, buddy, you okay, dude? Rocky, you okay? You want a treat? You want a treat? Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. You gotta say hi to the people first. Come here. Come here. Come here. Say hi. So, Rocky's doing good. His eyes are a little boogery, but I think he just has allergies. So.
Well, this is my doggo, and this is my crutch.
Yeah. I don't see how Canics are underrated. Underrated, just because they just don't get enough advertising. The old setup is back pretty much. Hey, Rock, look up here. Yeah, he doesn't want to look up that way right now. But I made a promise, and here's your treat. Okay, go on. Go lay down. Go on, buddy. Oh, boy. Yeah, as you come in, say
Hello. Ooh, ooh.
Secular, I received my Mischief Machine frame for my GX4. Feels great in the hand. Also pet the puppy for me. I did, but he's a little bit tired. So we brought his tug rope to the dog park today for the first time. Out of the Turkish gun companies, who has the best quality control? Oh, wow. Good question. I'd say a lot. They're pretty much on the same level. TSOS, Gerson, Canik, they're all pretty much same level stuff. However, like Canik is committing to being in the United States, so they're actually manufacturing out of Florida now. Orthos, yeah, Orthos doesn't make a shit ton of stuff that we know about, though. So I'm looking at companies that do a lot more models than just Orthos. Because I think they do a pump, semi-auto, and I don't even know if they do a brake action. But I took my Canik to the range a few weeks back and have no complaints. Awesome. Awesome shosh. Sorry, just trying to fine-tune the camera. I already made a mark on the floor where the camera's going to sit from now on. No, Bull Armory is German. Bull Armory is not Turkish. They are from Germany. I thought they were from Germany. Are they Israel? Well, fuck it. Now I love their stuff even more. Which one's German then? Did you hear Bill, did you hear that Trump is trying to ban anyone who smokes weed from owning a gun? He asked at the Supreme Court to rule on it. So marijuana is still federally considered illegal. So technically, right now, without enacting anything, Trump doesn't have to do anything. It is technically illegal to own a gun while you smoke weed. Dropped your Hellcat Pro and cracked the glass on your Viridian optic. Well, just contact Viridian. I bet you they'll replace it for free. How do I feel about the 509 from FN? I don't like the 5 Series, period. They are all, unfortunately, quality control issued. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here, Rocky. You got some itchies? Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. You're over there scratching the hell out of your face, buddy. Come on, let's get you some itches. So the boy itches, and I take care of my boy. You ever see a dog that's willing to just do this right here? Look at this. So when he gets the itches, he just comes up, puts his face right in my hand. Yeah. That make you feel better, buddy? That feel better? That feel better? Yeah. He loves him some scritches. Korth is German. Yeah, they are. Oh boy. Is that better? Is that better, buddy? Good boy. All right, good boy. There you go. Take that and go. Go on. Does Rocky prefer Rocky 3 or 4? He actually likes the Rambo series. He doesn't like things that are named after him. No, I don't like onions. Stream is now a dog stream, not mad at it. Yeah, so he has over 100 subs on our dog channel, so I might start doing a live stream on like Tuesdays and Thursdays just for dog and pet people. So we'll have to see what happens. I watched the guy at the range mag dump like 6 mags in a row on a 509 and the light rail started drooping. Yeah, they're freaking, the plastic they're using in the 5 Series is just crap. Meant to tell you I have the same dog, black mouth. That's what mine looks like. She looks identical. Nice. So Rocky is a mix of German Shepherd and American Staffordshire Pitty. Bro, you okay? You are itching the fuck out of your face. You okay, buddy? You good? You gotta come here again for another scritching? Okay. I got you, buddy. Yes, the 509 from FN. The whole 5 Series, the 510, 545, 509, 502, they all use a very cheap plastic. If you take a 509 Tactical and take the magazine out, you can almost squeeze the mag well shut. And some people say, oh, that's better for flexing. And I'm like, hell no, it's not. Beautiful, I never got my test, but if you look up black mouth, they look so close. We'll see what happens. Rocky looks tough, but is he tough enough tough enough to walk past the cat going upstairs? Yeah, he'll do whatever, man. He's German Shepherd, American Pitty. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, buddy. There you go. I'll do a zoom in on all the guns here in a second. You've had your 509 for like a year, you've never shot it, just be careful, man. Too hot of an ammo, you can crack the shit out of that. What is up? Not much, man. I do not have a P90. Right there, right there, right there, pal. Where do you need it? Right there? Huh? Right there? Look how big his neck is, dude. I can't even hardly get my hands around him. Hey, cool dude, what is up? Safely strapped. What is going on? How late you gonna be online? I gotta go make dinner. I'll probably be around till 11. I'm not feeling too tired tonight. And I got stuff to do. I've got a doctor's appointment at 10 o'clock in the morning, so I can go till 11. When am I buying a high point pistol? Look up on my wall, bud. There's a yeet cannon. Love how he's warming up to us and the streams. Oh, he's just over here trying to get some treats. Oh yeah, he loves that. Watch. Right? Yeah. I got him like a fish. Nah. I brush his teeth every day. Yep, you need at least one high point, otherwise you're not a person. Yeah, good boy. Good boy, buddy. All right, buddy. Thank you. Go lay down. Go on. Thank you, buddy. Go on. You can get down. No, come on, get down. What? What's up? What do you need? You don't have to go out. We already went out. Don't look around nervous. Toss a Radiant Raptor and X Macro Frame, I swear, Chef's Kiss, yep. Is that a Kimber 1911? Nope, no Kimbers behind me right now. Is that an XF Pro? Yes, and I do like it. I love it. I shoot it a lot. It has an aftermarket barrel in it right now, but when Fusion Firearms sent me that gun, they sent me the ported barrel and the fluted barrel. Thank you. The new Kimber 2K11. Yeah, it looks pretty solid. I'm trying to get one. After buying all the guns, how do you feel as we speak? What do you mean? Are you a psychiatrist? Why does it matter how I feel? I'm a man, Jessica. Wait, where did the other guy go? Who's the other guy? Oh, that's a nipple. How you doing? Don't bite me. What, you want to fight? Come on. Come on, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? You ain't got nothing. Come on. What do you got? Huh? What do you got? You're so tired, you're yawning. Huh? 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 Hey. What do you get? He sounds like a car that's trying to start with a dead battery. Are airsoft guns or real bullets? Bullets are real. I'm curious. Most people have 5 to 10 guns, but some have hundreds. How does a collection make you personally feel? My collection makes me feel like I own guns. I'm happy to have the collection I have. I'm not doing it to make myself anything, if that makes sense. Do flutes do anything in the barrel or just look cool? They lighten the barrel a little bit. Wish I had more arms so I could hold more guns. Yeah, what's the idea yardage for sightage in on a handgun? Depends on what you're sighting in. Just the iron sights, 15, 25 yards. Red dot, probably 15, 25 yards. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh boy. If you get a red rocket, we're going to have problems. What's your favorite gun? 1911 is my favorite platform. Anyway, for every bullet shot, you need to declare it for what you use it. What? Ganesh would be the baddest gun-toting god. Pretty much. Favorite 22 semi-rifle? Probably just in a good old Ruger 1022, man. You can put them in tons of different chassis systems. Hello! Hello! You just subbed? Thank you. There's 69 of you, which is nice. What's up, buddy? You're not getting more treats. You had 2. And that's all you need, buddy. If you get too many treats, they become a meal, and then you become a gravy seal. And then you won't be able to run around with the Great Danes at the park anymore. Got me jealous. No problem. That makes sense. That's cool. Did you just get curious with each individual one? What was the reason behind getting so many? I personally got 10. I feel like that's a lot, but then I see this. So my reasoning behind getting the guns is if it's rare, hard to find, interesting in terms of its construction, things like that. I am not planning on getting an Echelon Compact Comp because it's a lot of money that I just don't have right now, and I have a stock Echelon, so I don't really need one. Does owning a dog help take attention away from the physical pain? Weird how that works. It helps with the stress level that I've been under. If you notice, like when that beard does grow in, it's less gray. I'm not letting my stress get to me. AA-12 is not the strongest shotgun in the world. It was just a really cool one. What's the old bolt rifle on? Well, that's a Sears model 43-103. 43-103, I think is what it was called. Which rifle you recommend for a first-time buyer chambered in 5.56? Just get an AR-15 of some brand. Just avoid ATI. You okay, bud? You're looking at a shadow on the wall. What's wrong, dude? You don't need any. You're done with the snacks. Go lay down. Go lay down. Here, let me give you your bone. Come here. Here, buddy. Here. There's a bone to chew on. Come on. Lay down with that. And there. There you go. Now stay there. I got him a little riled up. That was my fault. Setup's looking good. Thank you. Basically, all I did was turn the desk around. How do you get that many guns? Just time, patience, money. How do you feel about the Apollo 11? It's got a couple of flaws. Number one, that 3D printed grip, not a big fan of it. Number two, the rear beaver tail is not big enough for my hands. And I'm 6'4". Thank you, Jeff. Wall looks good. Confess Jesus is Lord with your mouth. It feels really good. Yeah, do me a favor. We don't talk religion on the channel. That's your one. If you keep going, you will go away. I like your interior decorator. Thank you. What's my take on P80s? Don't really care for them just because I know the kind of work that goes into making them, and I know the kind of people that buy them are not the kind that are going to do the work required to make it right. I've seen a lot of P80s come into my shops, and holy shit, the people doing them look like they're using fucking soldering irons and a Where's Waldo fucking descriptor of how to build it. Do you have an AK-47? I do not. How often do you clean them? I clean my guns after every range trip. It's cathartic. I'll come back after a range trip, start downloading the video onto my computer, and then just start cleaning the guns. What's the worst clone of a good gun you've personally seen? The new FN High Power. They were trying to come back out with the High Power again, and they wound up coming out with an FNH9 and called it the High Power. Big brain gun schmiffing. Yeah. I couldn't agree more. What about any PR? Have you seen any of those in a while? I saw one that looked like somebody had used a 1-inch drill bit to drill the holes for it, and for some reason he couldn't figure out why it wouldn't work. Damn, I'm down to a she rating on Social Blade. Do they make me feel safe? No, I make me feel safe. I don't need guns to make me feel safe. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find somebody's name. Dude, I actually remember most of these people too. Joe, you're the man, love you. Hey, what's up, Tim? Did you see what I did to the SIG? No, I've never lived in California, and nobody in California has ever lived. I wish I could search through hidden users and find certain ones. Dan, the computer has missing parts out of the Millennium Falcon. What? Don't you run out of bullets? No. Well, that's a good segue into a Nightcore product. Or True Night, I don't remember who this is. God, I wish I had toes. I could make this work. Trying to use a stump to grab something against the wall doesn't work. Yeah, this is a True Night. Yeah, I saw you on Grindr. That's a lie. I've been banned on Grindr. What it does, it goes to your channel @ name now. It doesn't list your channel name. What's happening? How's it, Rocky? Rocky's good. He's playing with one of his chew bones right now. What's the best bullpup? I don't like bullpups in general, man. They kind of suck. No, sir, not yet, but I see it on the wall. I'll show it to you in a second. Oh, we've already had people come in and say, are those airsoft? Those ain't real. What you been doing? All right, let's do a little wall walkthrough. Stay, Rocky. You liking that one? Yeah, good boy. My boy's freaking all up in his biznatch. So I moved things around. I put the hot shit up there. I just threw that top on top of that old Ruger frame just so it had somewhere to sit. But there's the Yeet cannon, PX9, Fusion Firearms, the Rock Island. So there's the 320. I'm waiting on some parts for it, but I already put the flatfish trigger in it. I had my buddy John sandblast the slide, so it's no longer that coyote color because the frame is going to be a dark gray. Let's see. My Ruger RXM with the Sharps Brothers frame. I put my DWX grips on the Tanfolio because it looks really good on there, I think. 1911 by G-Force Arms with other companies' parts on it. Gerson Influencer X. Paraordnate CCW LDA. Rock Island 1911 double stack. Apollo 11 2011 double stack. TSOS BR9 double stack. The Astra A100 and 38 Super. A Heritage Barkeep. And a couple of Holosun boxes. So that's the wall tonight. Nice party favors, partner. Thank you. Am I ex-military? No, I was never in the military. So thank you for asking, but no, I did not have the ability to serve our country. What is the silver thing? If you're talking about that, that is the silver play button you get when you have 100,000 subscribers. What are your thoughts on the new Hellcat? I thought my buddy was playing with me, but my favorite is the Taurus. I have no experience with the Hellcat, the new one. Show the carabine. What carabine? Can't wait for that 320 to come home with me. Well, the sad part is, Timothy, I just ordered $300 in parts, so I owe more than double the price of the gun. Good boy. So, anyways, people start talking to me, please. Make me hear your words. Make me fear your anger. Oh, where's all my mods tonight? I don't need no fucking mods. Fuck them up. No, so Stone does a thing on Wednesday, so he's busy. McManus is just fucking, McManus is just doing what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing these days. I don't care. How long have I owned the Ruger? The RXM, I've only owned that for about a month. Got any CZs on the wall? Not today. I only own a few CZs, and 2 of them are pawned right now. Thoughts on the CSX E-Series? I've only held one. I haven't shot it. The original CSX had a problem with the trigger, and the E-Series supposedly fixed it. Wrench has still come by. He was here on Friday, I think it was. Top rifle. So that is my custom AR, and that is a Sears Model 43-103. Guns are not protection. Guns are nothing without being applied by their possessor. No, I have no interest in buying a Barrett. What about the MG42? No, the AK is not available. In fact, ignore everything on the website. I have no guns left right now. I sold every gun in the shop in order to finance redoing the building. Bro, first time seeing your PC. What's your CPU and GPU? It's actually a very modest setup. It is a Core i9 12900K and a RTX 4070 Ti. Yes, that is a Recover Tactical P1X. I do not have a 226 anymore. I sold mine to Stonehaven. Do I keep ammos in the ones on the wall? Some of them have ammo, some of them don't. Some are always ready to go. Do certain models ever spike in value if shown in a successful movie? Yes, it is possible. That's why Terran Tactical is so prolific now. Is there was a huge spike in his sales because he built guns that were in John Wick. Do not have a P250. P250, for those of you that don't know, is just a hammer-fired, double-action-only version of a 320. Thoughts on the Bodyguard 2.0 380 as a good EDC? Yes, it definitely is. For all the 380s, everybody that I've seen, all the information that I've heard, says that the Bodyguard 2.0 is the best shooting 380 that you can get. Brookside, what is up? No, not much, man. Pretty good. Nobody should have a Draco. Hot dogs or brats? Depends on what the brand is. Does yours, when you first started using, because I just got mine last week, went to the range the other day, I'm having a bit of a feeding issue. That is an interesting issue to have, considering that the chassis system literally only interfaces with the charging handle. So I don't know how that should be causing a feeding issue. How was your range day? The Hollow to Sun red dots were restocked. I didn't get to go. It was raining and he was being a dick. Can I see to shoot with my lazy eye? No. Actually, I'm left eye dominant anyways. My right eye stays closed in the daylight because I have photophobia in that eye. Is that a Sears bolt action 12 gauge? Not 12 gauge, 22 caliber. My EDC 9 or 380? It's neither. It's a 45 ACP. No, that is not a Colt single action army. It is a Heritage Rough Rider. You will never see me pick a Glock over any gun. Doesn't matter what it is. It's like having cars that you don't drive. I shoot every gun on that wall. Every gun on that wall has been shot, and every gun on that wall will be shot if it hasn't been shot already. So that is not the same thing. The red grips really pop. Yeah, so the red grips on the Tanfolio are the ones off my DWX. Since I put duller grips on the DWX since I distressed it, and then the Fusion Firearms, those are the ones that came with it. You got a Sears 12 gauge like that. I think they're very neat. I used to have one back in the day. Yes, I agree. I bought one for $75 because it had been ruined, and then I stripped all the paint off the thing. You mind explaining your eye condition? It's just photophobia, so I've kept it closed most of my life, and it's lazy. Shit happens. Sorry. Do I love 9 as a carry pistol? I'm not a caliber guy. I don't give a crap about caliber. I prefer guns, so whatever it's chambered in is what I use. Wish we had Castle Doctrine here in Canada. Harley, what is going on? The two-tone Desert Sig is looking really suspicious. So it's not really supposed to be two-tone. It's an original M17. It's actually one of the original M17s based on its serial number. But when I bought it because the lady that owned it was scared of it, and so she got rid of it. She sold it for $250. That's what it was on the shelf for. I didn't even bother negotiating the price because $250 is fucking cheap. It doesn't matter. So when I got it home, I immediately swapped out the curve trigger for my old X5 Legion trigger because I have an Armory Craft trigger in that gun. So it has a custom trigger in it, which eliminates its possibility of uncommanded discharges. And then I sandblasted the slide. I have an X-frame coming, a safety delete pin, so it's no longer going to have an external safety, and a threaded barrel because it's getting compensated. You got a 92X Performance as your nicest pistol. Nice, man. That's a good choice. What's my nicest pistol? Would probably be my STI Grandmaster. It's not on the wall. It's unfortunately pawned. I'll get it back. But it's a 38 Super race gun. Harley says, nothing much, having a drink, haven't seen you around. What is your normal name? Because you're adding your at name, so I don't recognize the at name. What's backwards and giving you a headache? Nothing's backwards. I'm using regular stuff. It's not that kind of channel. You can leave. What did they say? I'm not even listening to some people. Do you have a 9mm? Nope. Don't even know what those are. Favorite gun, 1911s. Caliber is thought of too much. Reliability is key, and many have been made cold by a 22. It's not just that. It's just that I got into the gun world. I'm a very late adopter to the gun world. So most people will be like, oh, I've been shooting since I was a fetus. I didn't start shooting until 2017, the end of 2017. I was damn near 39 years old when I started shooting guns. No, blue dots would be extremely difficult. Bro used to pop in and out a few months ago. Oh, okay, gotcha. Have you seen the semi-auto 50 cal air guns? Are they real air guns? I don't know. I've never really looked up that. I don't look up stuff when people tell me to. I apologize. I only look up stuff when I want to. Don't take offense to it. Is that a Luger? Which one is that a Luger? Fuck you. Have you been? Have you seen they made an FRT for the Taurus TX22? God damn. Bid on a Wiley Clap Colt on Gunbroker. Fingers crossed I get it. Yeah, that'd be cool as shit, dude. My grandpa converted an old 22 and a flintlock. Well, good for him. I would rather have unlimited free ammo because I don't give a shit about attachments. The John Wick 3 Combat Master is so good. John Wick guns, the Combat Masters are pretty solid guns. They're not worth nearly what they're being sold for, though. How do I like the PDX? PDX? What's your thought on a Smith & Wesson M&P 10mm? I've only shot one a few times. They're fine. It's a polymer frame gun shooting a 10 mil, so that's a lot of power. Crypto, what the hell, dude? Haven't seen you in a long time, dude. The bolt gun is a Sears 43-103. It's a tube-fed 22 caliber ALA. It's a 22 ALA caliber bolt action. I don't like Terran Tactical. I don't like him, so I don't like his guns. Joe Burrow's finally drinking something other than Gatorade. I'm drinking Diet Coke and Welch's mixed together. Have you shot the CMMG Mark 47? What are your thoughts on it? I have not. Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it has. Crazy combo. It tastes better than you think. So this is Welch's Fruit Punch soda, and I put Diet Coke in there. It almost tastes like, do you guys remember OK Soda from back in the day? There used to be an item called OK Soda. That room looks like my dad's gun room. I'm not your father, but cool. CMMG makes good stuff. CMMG makes excellent guns, but they're pricey, so you get what you're paying for. Your grandpa was a genius when it came to gunsmithing. He made some really cool guns. He ended up headlaying a 22 inside a board-out break-action shotgun. It's my go-to survival gun. Holy shit. Is that a Glock chassis? Yes, it is the P1X from Recover Tactical. It's designed to carry a full-size Glock. I just have not had time to shoot it yet. Forgot all about it. Okay. Yep. Would you buy a Desert Eagle? I had a Desert Eagle. I sold my Desert Eagle. So I had a Desert Eagle. I had a stainless one that I picked up for $700 from a guy because he had fucked up the finish a little bit. Shot the gun probably 30 times myself, and then my buddies probably put a couple of hundred rounds through it. None of them ever paid for the ammo. Once. So I sold it because they all kept saying, hey, let's take the Desert Eagle out when we go shooting again. I'm like, cool, bring the ammo. And they wouldn't bring ammo, so fuck them. Wound up selling it to a pretty cool couple. Have I held the Icarus RXM? No. I will tell you that I've had the Icarus Echelon frame, and I know the RXM Icarus frame is very similar. I prefer the Sharps Brothers frames. I sold the Icarus because I really didn't care for it. They have that truncated little fucking beaver tail on them. They look stupid. How much is a cheap gun in the U.S.? You can get guns here in the United States anywhere from $100 on up. YouTube uses an algorithm and an AI system to watch all the 2A channels. So the minute I went live, their computer has been watching the entire thing. So if I touch a gun frame, I will get shut down. I can hold like magazines and lights and shit, but if I hold the gun frame, then I get screwed over. My beaver tail's truncated, lol. I own a Gerson Regard. I own the Gen 4. Does the DWX have a super light trigger and quick take-up as the CS TSO? No, the Dan Wesson DWX has a 1911 linear trigger. It's very light, not as light as the CZ. It has a better reset than the TSO, but it's not nearly as light. My DWX breaks at just under 3 pounds. My TS Orange that I sold to Stonehaven breaks at just about 2 pounds. Buy a 5.7, trick them into buying a box for you each on credit. No, I don't like asking people. So I give people the chance to step up and do the right thing, and if they don't, then fuck them. Nowadays, you don't even cost that much. I bet the day they cost thousands now. Gun people who work at a gun stores, they get a discount for. I have no idea what you're trying to say. If you're trying to say that working at a gun store gets you a discount, not unless you're really embedded into the gun store. If you're just the employee of a gun store, you're not getting them that cheap. Yeah, they did. The H&R or whatever it was. Favorite EDC, 1911s. Let's see. You go to the range yesterday. Nope, it was raining out and my dog was being a dick. What do I think of the Prodigy comp? I've shot the Prodigy plenty of times, so the comp would just be a little bit flatter shooting. I'm sure it shoots really fine. I need to get Springfield to give me some samples. I'm also still waiting for Bursa to send me one. You called Vanilla Ice on me. Why? Imagine actually buying guns from a store. Okay. Why is that funny, dude? Why are Glock mags so hyped? Is it the material they're built from? So a Glock magazine is more durable than a standard metal mag because of the polymer coating they have on them. Does that mean that it's the best mag in the world? No, but it's a very reliable mag that's less expensive to manufacture. Thoughts on can guns? I like them. Chaos, glad to see you're doing better. How's the dog? He's finally over the trip. He was very active today. He's very tired right now. Where is Redneck at? No idea. I don't really know, unfortunately. Galil Ace, I love that model with the Gen 1 handguard. Never played with one. What's your opinion on the SIG lawsuit? Which lawsuit? Because there's a lot of them, my friend. Besides a gun enthusiast, are you a gamer? You have a nice collection. I'm a bit of a gamer, but I don't really play PvP games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow Six, because I'm not physically able to really compete with gamers. I don't have the fine motor control needed for like pixel perfect shooting and shit. I do use a lot of VR. I do a lot of VR gaming, so like I got the Oculus 3, or Quest 3. For gaming, I play a lot of Ghost of Tabor, Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. And I did prepare because I used to also run the Quest 2. And I have that in case the Quest 3 breaks, so I'm always prepared. What actually happened with the airman who got shot by the SIG? His coworker shot him. So there's a lot of speculation that he was just showing off, either showing how he could quick draw or showing how they could go off, and he shot him. Would you put an extended magazine in your 1911? I'm not a big fan of them. I've run 10 rounders from Chip McCormick in my Kimbers and my Rock Islands and stuff, and they run, but they're a little awkward. All right, you chill. Thank you. Have you ever shot a slide locked with a full baffled silencer? No, I haven't. But it's like a mouse fart. Got it. How do people stipple grips at home? It's called get a soldering iron and a lot of practice. Dude is scarred. Yes, I do have a lot of scars. What's my thought on the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0? The Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 is a very good gun, very good shooter. They do need a better trigger, in my opinion. The factory trigger is fine, but running like an Apex trigger in them elevates the gun quite a bit. And the fact that so many of their models are optics cut out of the box, the stippling is amazing. And the capacity is fine. Like an M&P 2.0 Compact 9 is what, 15 rounds, like a Glock 19. But you can get like 21, 23s for the full size. Do I like 40 short and weak? It's fine. I don't really care for it. It's not my favorite. Bruce, what is up, sir? I got your message saying that you got the other 2 packages. I'm just waiting to get your other one out to you. They haven't shipped it yet. I placed the order on Friday, so it should be shipping here in the next day or so. You stink of dingleberries. Thank you. Any knowledge on FK Burnos? Depends. What are you trying to learn about them? I only know a little bit about them. My buddy had me order one for him, so I got to play with it a little bit, but I'm really not too familiar with the system. What would you like to know, good sir? Yeah, so right now, going to the website, you're going to see guns. No guns are available right now because I'm redoing the entire storefront, changing everything up, and I'm not using any of the guns. All the guns that were up there are gone now. There is no Glock on my wall. I'm excited for hunting season. I've been scouting the last week or so. I've been seeing some good monsters. Nice. Yeah, the way I get past not having my mods all here is I just ignore shit. Ahmad, your comments aren't coming through. Can you type like a whole sentence? Opinion on the best 22 long rifle race gun competition semi-auto pistol. Taurus TX22 competition. Probably the best semi-auto 22. There's a Glock in the chassis. You're wrong. There isn't. There's no Glock in that chassis right now. That chassis is as empty as my butthole. Do I have a Beretta M9? No. I buy them from time to time. I shoot them for a little while. I'm not a fan of slide-mounted safeties, so I'll buy them and trade them, sell them, etc. Are the Burno pistols a viable carry gun when hiking or hunting, etc.? I heard they are powerful. Yeah, 7K, 7.5 FK can take down large game if you hit them in the heart, because it will penetrate. You can also do the 10 millimeter conversion on them. Do I have a Mosin Nagant? Personally, yes. Alright, people that want to entertain shit, go away. But anyways, interesting, like many of you didn't hear this when I first started the stream. Fucking YouTube and Google pulled down a video from 4 years ago because they said it was facilitating sales, but they didn't hit me with a strike or anything, so it's kind of weird because I'm live streaming right now. You can't live stream when you get a strike, so it's fucking weird. I think they're playing it like TikTok because it's an old video that's been up for years. They just removed it. What's the rifle on top? The rifle on top is a Sears 43-103. It's 22 bolt action, tube fed. Can you get new Mosin barrels? I'm sure there's people out there that make them. I just don't deal with them enough to really need one. I can get as much Mosin as I want to. Do you still have your DWX? Yes, I do. Still have the DWX. It's currently pawned, but yes, I still have it. Bet you don't have a 270 Winchester. Yeah, I do. You're correct. I do not have a 270 Winchester. I'm not a long gun guy. I only own a few. And by a few, I mean like 16, 15, something like that. Anyways, do I have an 1887 shotgun? Nope. Do you have any machine guns? No, I intend to get some though. Fog, what's up, dude? My jawline, it's stuck up in your mom's pussy. Oh, now you can't answer back. Oh, man, I'm going to take that thing down. That thing gets almost as much action as the fucking Luger. It's a Sears 43-103, bolt action 22. Hey, from New Zealand. You got any bug pups? No, not right now. Do I have any Glocks? Yes, I've got Glocks. He got sent to the Shadow Realm. He got sent to fuck all because that's where people like him belong. Does it take a lot of tinkering to get a gun to work inside of the chassis? Not really, man. It's actually, assembling the chassis is more difficult than putting a gun in it, if that makes sense. Because you have to put the muzzle end piece on, because that's metal. The rear, swinging, folding brace has to be attached, and then you have to lock it in with an AR wrench. No, it's not hard at all. Yes, it is an Osprey. It's the Osprey 2.0. It's the one with the two screws that run straight down the bottom of it. No, I don't want to pin a comment saying it's 43-103. I'm just surprised at how many people are interested in it. It's like when I make a video on long guns, because I'm not a long gun guy, I don't get a lot of video people requesting them. Hello. The devil just tried to exit me through my esophagus. Nah, we not pinning no fucking comments here. We're doing this all like BIG style right now down on the bear. Hello, Bradens. Most powerful gun you have? I don't have super powerful guns. Like, I'm not like Kentucky Ballistics. I don't have a punt gun. I don't have shit like that. I got a Marlin 1895 4570. That's probably my most powerful gun. And just like with your mama, it does the job. Is that a gold AR piece, a Glock add-on? What? Just feels easier to ask questions on a stream as opposed to in the comment section. It is easier. Now, I try to answer every question that comes through, so when you guys type an actual question, I will get to it. Sometimes the delay is a little bit fucky. But yeah, no, I will definitely do it. You definitely get your shit answered faster, like Lycan does. Lycan, for those of you that don't know, Lycan and Untitled Goose have been two of my biggest supporters for a long time. Through the YouTube space, and Lycan tonight donated $50. I mean, holy shit, dude. That's like a day's worth of food for my dog because he's a picky asshole. Hi, buddy. How you doing? He's asleep. It's pretty good actually, but I prefer guns like the Mauser C96 and the Glock 19. Everybody likes what they like, man, and that's perfectly fine. Although that's kind of breaking away from your question, so. Is Goose still MIA? No, he popped in Friday or Monday, one of those two. He popped in and just said hi. He's been working his ass off, according to him, and good for him, man. If you got a job right now and you've got plenty of time and hours coming in your way and you're making some good fucking bank, don't come and watch me. Fucking make your money. I love it when you guys come and hang out, but bro, if you guys are busy, don't bother. It's fine. Hello from Sweden. How are you? It's very good to see you. We like you here in Sweden. Oh, the Glock chassis is the Recover Tactical P1X. I used to be more of a Glock fan, but not as much anymore. Everyone knows the triggers suck. Not Overton Windex. Sorry, bud. If you're watching this, Overton, you're wrong. He prefers a Glock trigger to a 1911 trigger. ZFN 509 any good? The gun itself runs. Their materials are so shitty that I don't recommend any of the 5 Series lineup. I still hang out when I'm busy. Well, I appreciate that, Michael. You're just a good man. How do you get the front pinned in sight out of a 1911 GI? You either got to drill it out or just fucking remill it for a dovetail. What 22 rifle is that above you? The rifle is a Sears 43-103. Michigan says ban all guns. No, ban all stupid motherfuckers. The guns have done nothing. Guns don't do anything unless they're being told to do something. Yeah, let's think. But yeah, no, you have the wrong view of it, sir. What's my favorite pistol that I've ever owned or used? I haven't shot enough guns to really know. I've done a couple of thousand videos and stuff, but I've probably only shot 700 guns, and I don't know which one's my favorite yet. Do I like M16s? Never fired a real M16. It's not like a sloppy bolt in the gun. I have a 270 bolt action. The bolt is sloppy when pulled back. That one is pretty solid, actually. It's pretty stiff. Damn, you're right. You are getting the most questions about that rifle. That's so weird. And, you know, it might just because it's one of the easiest guns to see on the live stream. Like, I'm watching it on my computer, and the guns are quite small. I guess I could do this and pull you in a little bit closer. There you go. But then you have to deal with me. No, I've never messed with the 460 roll in an FNX. So, but you've got the FNX, so you could always do it. Oh. Can someone tell me what handguns are worth getting? FNX, FNH, FNS. As a hospital security officer carrying Glock 45, what are your thoughts? I'm not a hospital security officer, but if you're talking about yourself, it does the job. I've got a few Kimber pistols. What do you think of Draco and ARP is good? The Draco in general is a shit gun. The minute you put a brace on it, you might as well just short barrel an AK-47. A P99 Safe trigger is the most semi-automatic you've ever fired. Okay. You're alerting the authorities that's too many guns. Well, considering I have an FFL license and I'm also a free fucking American and I don't live in the shitty state of Michigan, I can have as many guns as I want. Do I like the MP7? Never shot an MP7. What's the closest firearm that is an explosive? I don't know, man. They all fire explosive projectiles. They all have an explosion. Considering the Gen 6 hasn't been released to the public yet, I don't think about it at all. Think there's a limit on mags here to 5 bullets in Canada? Doggy is sleeping, so Doggy is not paying any attention. Did mom and dad leave a bunch of money for you, or did you hustle it up? No, I work for my shit, buddy. Do you, or have you ever owned a 320? You mean like the one that's up there? The one with the silver slide on it? That's a SIG 320 M17, actually. Bolt action is a Sears 43103. Can only get 10 rounds in Washington. That sucks. Is a SAR 9X a good handgun? Yeah, it's fine. It's just a lightning cut version of a SAR 9, sometimes a little bit longer. Wait, how did your store get a 211 already? Can a 22 penetrate a skull? Yes. I don't know. I can email you the photo. Yeah, do that, dude. Let me just look at one of my distributors. I'm back to a dual monitor setup, but I realize now that you guys can see my fucking screens, so I'm not going to be pulling up shit on the second screen. SIG 365, 365, 211. Yeah, my distributors say they're coming soon, so they must have done direct ordering from SIG. Holy shit. TheJiminyShow@gmail.com is my email. He ignores me. I don't ignore anybody. Flat or curved trigger? I prefer flat. Did I do the water cooling on the PC myself? Yes. It's not the way that it used to be because it does have some soft tubing in it, mainly because I had a motherboard failure, and when I replaced the motherboard, the tubing was slightly different, so I just used a piece of soft tubing for now. I'm not ignoring you, Bruce. You have my phone number. Cody, what is up, good sir? Everything is fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living the dream. Yay! Banana! I ignore you, but I like you best. Motherfucker, yes I do. I drove 5.5 hours to hang out with you for 3. Do emails go directly to you? Yes. Computer looks nice. What are the specs on it? It is a Core i9 12900K and an RTX 4070 Ti. Amazingly, my TikTok account is still up. Fuck me. Please, harder. Palmetto is selling KSGs. Oh, is that what you sent me, Stone? That doesn't interest me. I'd rather have the AKV9 that PSA is doing back in stock right now. I'm also waiting for them to drop the price on the goddamn K2 Sport, no, the K245. Holy shit. Did I misread it? Looks nice. Let's see. Are you military or law enforcement? No, neither. Stone and Drunk Mouse. Cody saying hi. Do you have any shotguns? Yep. Do I like 10 mil? 10 mil's fine. I don't really care either way. It's just ammo. This setup is so much better. It's a lot closer, and you can see the gun and the computer. Is that the new computer? No, that's my current computer. So this is my current computer. The new computer is about 8 inches taller and 7 inches wider. But I have a cool thing I'm doing with it, so it's not going to interfere. Do I play any games on it, or do I just stream? No, it's for gaming. Barrett 1911. Nighthawk Customs. I've played with a couple. I've shot my buddy Stones. I've shot a few other ones too. Seg 365 fuse. What about it? Hey man, love what you done with the crib. Have I ever played Red Dead Redemption 2? No, I don't like period games. Ow. Who's a good boy? Are you full of begging strips now? Did I ever do? Yes, I believe I did a review on the Desert Eagle 1911 a few years ago. The Desert Eagle 1911 is made by Bull Armory out of Israel and just rebranded as a Desert Eagle. Please don't pull that off my computer. Thank you. It's funny how many of you use the Discord and I don't do. Is Rocky Stone doing better? He's physically better, but he's been his eye is still boogering up. Is what any good? Oh, so that's somebody's name. Well, that's one of the reasons why they have one. They're charging full fucking price on it. I mean, it's a cool looking gun, man. 100%. But what they're charging, oh shit, what they're charging is literally full price. I won't leak your name. His name, by the way, is Lee Harvey Oswald. I don't know why his name is that, but yeah. Fogg's real name is Lee. Is the Desert Eagle 1911 any good? Yes, the Desert Eagle 1911 is manufactured by Bull Armory. Bull Armory manufactures very nice guns. They've manufactured race guns for decades. Yeah. There are many reasons why a background check can get delayed, James. It could be because your name is similar to somebody else's, your social security number is similar to somebody else that has had issues, your background history triggers a manual check, you have security clearances, etc. There's lots of reasons why you could have a delay on your background check. It's very common. No, not even close to enough guns, man. Is my right eye okay? It looks swollen. No, it's fine. It's lazy and it's tired right now. Most embarrassing time you crapped your pants? I don't think I've ever had an embarrassing time I crapped my pants. When I was in 5th grade, I crapped my pants and had to sit in it for 3 hours. Any recommendation for mid-level 1911s? Yes, you can step up to like Rock Island's Tech Ultra matches. They're around the $700 to $1,000 range. Springfield Garrison, $700 to $800. Fusion firearms in the $800 range. My nephew is on bipolar medication. Will that affect him getting a gun in the future? The only thing that would affect him getting a gun in the future based on being bipolar is if they've ever been committed, Stone. The medication itself does not appear on a background check. Where would I guess the farthest person watching this stream is in the world? Right now, I'm in the state of Virginia and somebody is watching from New Zealand. That is, as far as I know, directly opposite on the planet. Kimbers are much better than they were. Once they got purchased by another company, I can't remember who owns them now, but they got purchased and moved. They're much better now. My range membership expires. I don't think I'm going to renew it. I don't know. It's a lot of money and the range sucks. Sorry, brother. Is it really worth spending the money on a Bakelite magazine? Not unless you really need one for completing the thing, dude. You need to consult a lawyer, Jaquan. It all depends. Just because you won your case, it could still appear on your record, so you're going to have to speak to a lawyer. I can't really give you advice on that. Waiting on my FOID card here in Illinois, it's taken forever. You know what's actually faster than that? Moving away from Illinois. True that, thanks. Yeah, sorry, man. Do I have a license to carry? Yes, I do. I don't know why people call magazines clips. It's not that big of a deal. It sounds so proper. It is a big deal to me because clips is a completely wrong term, and people that say that should not be saying that. Caleb says they like guns. Cool. What do I think of the SAR 2000? It's a straight-up CZ75 clone, and I'm here for it. Nobody carries butt plugs. You merely transport them internally. Yep, eventually I'll get out of here at 20 years old and relatively broke. You know what's fun? You can be 20 years old and relatively broke anywhere. If you're already broke, fucking put it on a credit card and see what happens. Everything is a butt plug. If you're brave enough, yeah. I have diarrhea right now. I wish I had a butt plug. In Illinois, nice people, but downtown Chicago is the definition of a bullet storm. The last few times I went to fucking Chicago, we did it at like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, and cops were driving faster than us to not have to stop. What should a first-time gun buyer purchase for home defense? It depends on what you're trying to do with that home defense. Are you looking for mobility? Are you also looking to use that gun in other locations? If it's simply for the home, get a 12-gauge shotgun. If you're looking to carry it, then you want to get a something in like a handgun, like a Glock 19. Mouse, make it rainbow and as large as you can. What's your schedule? Pretty inconsistent. No, my schedule is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I miss a few here and there when I'm sick, but that is the schedule. You may have said already, but if you had a chance to check out the new SIG 211, scared they won't sell very well with the Stigma, though, different firing controls. Completely different gun. I haven't put my hands on one because they're very expensive. My distributors don't have them in stock, so I'm going to reach out to SIG and see what my industry pricing would be on that one. I'm good, Elviva. So, Walther PDP match steel frame or a SIG 320 M18. So, you were asking me would I rather shoot a $1,500 Walther or a $250 320? For instance, because you got into a bar fight when you were 22 and technically have a felony assault. So Samantha, you can commit yourself all you want. I've spent plenty of time in mental health facilities. That it will never deter you from getting a gun. I still get instantly approved. The only time mental health conditions can limit you from getting a firearm is if you were committed against your will. In terms of having a felony assault, once you have a felony, then you're done. You're cooked. You can wait 10 years and get your gun rights back. But in the eyes of the courts and the law, they feel that if you're willing to get into a fight, then you might be willing to, and take it to the level of a felony, then you might be willing to use a gun in the commission of that felony. Hard to say subscribed. Okay, then don't. Still thinking the price point on the Match X Gershon is much more reasonable. As opposed to what? Yes, I did read the subject line. It was very funny, Lee. What about the GTO, brother? Oh, the difference between the Gershon Match X? Yes, the Match X. Also, the Match X is a traditional 2011, where the GTD, or the GTO, is a fucking. It uses SIG mags, 320 mags. Love your lives. I don't know why people hate. Because people think that the internet makes you not responsible for whatever you do. So people will jump on the internet and just fucking start running their keyboard, thinking that they're safe. They don't realize that eventually someday that shit will catch up to them. Look at all the influencers that keep getting canceled by woke culture because they said something 5 years ago. If somebody wants to find shit on you, they're going to find shit on you. That's why I don't hide anything. I have a coworker that uses an FPC as a truck gun. I also have one, but I'm not really seeing the practicality of it in a real life scenario. I honestly think my EDC would suffice. KG, the most important reason that you would be carrying an FPC and considering it, calling it a truck gun or anything like that, is if you're also carrying an M&P and you want mag compatibility for reasons like that. PCCs really don't have much of a place. I wish I could take the internet as seriously as Mr. Firearms. Nah. I understand why, though, the process is there, but I still think it's a slippery slope. Yeah, well, any kind of law against the 2A community is an infringement, so it's really shitty to have to deal with that on a daily basis. I wish that we didn't have to deal with that as a society. But rich white people in power determine that putting in laws makes people believe that they're doing something, even though it's 25 and it clearly doesn't. I'm out of drink. We can't have guns in the UK. Yeah, you can. It's just really hard. Do I have any 50 cals? No, I do not. Nice collection. I didn't really Toys R Us sells that stuff. The fact that you're calling out Toys R Us really shows how with the times you are, sir. Do I think the M1 Garand is still relevant or still relevant? Nothing is more satisfying than the ting sound effect. Number one, when you're firing the gun, you rarely actually hear it that loud. But number two, yeah, the gun itself is still cool. Is your eye okay? My right eye is very sensitive to light as well as lazy, so I naturally keep it closed. And since I switched back to a 2-monitor setup, I have a light over there, and the light is distracting my eye. Your refrigerator's still empty. That's not true. I have a can of dog food in there. Are Virginia gun laws strict, or are they similar to Texas laws? So here in Virginia, if you don't have a CCW, you have to have a CCW or you're limited to 1 handgun per month. You can buy as many long guns as you want. Also, there are no private sales allowed in the state of Virginia anymore. You had to go to a fucking gun store. Sorry, I was reading something about Ryan here. Circling back to EA Match X, would you recommend it as a 2011? Soon if you had experience. Yes, I have a custom one. Again, some of my guns I had to pawn in order to pay for shit, and I will be getting them all back. It's just time and money. But yes, I own a Match X. I actually own a very early one that EAA sent to me. I think the gun is excellent, although I have my trigger down to 2 pounds 4 ounces on it. Is there a gun in the chassis system? Not right now. Do I have a Glock 21? I own a Glock 21. There's not one on the wall, though. I like the 45 ACP and 13 plus 1 capacity, and a gun is pretty solid. But it's a Glock. Glocks don't go on my wall. Unless I bought one this year. I have not bought a Glock this year that I'm keeping. I'm a little bit weird that way. I'm very particular on guns that go on the wall as well as guns I keep. And no Glock. No, I don't like the Canik Terran Tactical because it's not a real Terran Tactical. What's the coolest serial number you've seen? Well, the coolest serial number I've seen was the one on my old DWX. It was X220222. It was probably a really good one. I'm sorry I didn't mean it in a bad way. We just get a lot of Ryans get better. Was somebody get offended that you said that? I didn't even read it. Oh, gotcha. What do you think about the 300 Win Mag for pricing for elk hunting? I don't hunt. I don't do much with long guns, so I really haven't followed Win Mag pricing. What do you think of the 226? It's probably my favorite SIG. You answer gun questions? Yes, I answer pretty much every question that gets asked on the channel, unless you're a dumbass. So don't be a dumbass, and your question will get answered. In the order with which it was received, we are experiencing a high volume of stupid comments, so please be patient. We will get to you as soon as we can. Hey! A, 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 B, 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 C, 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 D, 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 D. Now this is actually a good live stream, thank you. What about the serial number 666 from the Beretta? Oh, that was pretty solid, but it's not really my favorite. You have a primary and a secondary weapon plus corresponding ammo to choose from the wall behind you. Which one do you choose against a zombie apocalypse, knowing the zombies can run very fast? I don't answer that kind of question because I would just join the zombies. Have you ever had a chance to get your hands on a DRD Platypus? I've been eyeing one up for about a year, but the 5K price point. No, I have not for that very reason. How to properly train a militia? No idea. I've never had one. Go talk to Demo Ranch. I don't have an opinion on the Canik TTI Combat. It's a waste of fucking money. It's an SFT Pro with a comp and a slightly different trigger. Do I have a 1911? Nope. Not my favorite serial number. Yeah, I just got home from work, lighting a smoke and shitting down to enjoy it alive. Sounds good, Bruce. I'm a sub. Cool. This dude's got issues. Motherfucker, I got subscriptions. I don't just have issues, man. I got the whole thing, buddy. I love the simplicity of my FNX 45 Tactical. I just took a couple minutes while watching to give it a wipe down, clean, and lube it. Did it just a small handful of minutes. Yeah. You haven't cleaned it in months. Nice. I carried sandglass dust, just break through and run. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christopher. I'm falling asleep again. What's your thoughts on the Canik series? Canik in general is a good company. They make very quality guns. Their signature series, like the Miami Day, Miami Night, the Apocalypse one, They get a little bit pricey, and then they teamed up with Terran Tactical, and they literally are drop shipping a gun with his name on it, basically. They're not that good. Is that a flux on your wall? No, that is a Recover Tactical P1X. It's for Glocks. It's an uneducated guess. Is a Top Gun a spring rifle? No, it is a Sears Model 43-103 22 caliber. Hey, Jenks, what's up? If I have to get rid of all of my guns except for one, that's not going to happen. Do I have 3D printed guns? Well, technically, I have the Apollo 11 from Live Free Armory, and that's got a 3D printed grip module on it, so that's about as close. Nice guns, thank you, Denon. I got like 6 long gun projects going right now, waiting for special order barrels is the worst. Yep, sorry, bud. Mouse is back. Nice. What's your EDC? 1911, full-size 5-inch. He's a true American. Born in Korea, made in Texas, though. Any word on the Tavor? He swears he'll have it done. I apologize. I wish I could control him, but even though he's had all the parts, he's behind on his other work, and I apologize. What kind of stuff do American girls like? If I had the answer for that, I wouldn't have a dog sleeping in my bed every night. How many guns you got? No idea. What did you carry today? Today, I carried nothing. But my 1911 is loaded and ready to go. Hello. 5090, nope. 4070 Ti. I want you to make a range video when you install the fin grip. I'll see about it. Where's DB at? DB has decided to stop participating in live streams. If I ever had a daughter, well, I have a niece, and yes, I will be scaring the shit out of anybody that tries to fuck with her, literally. Oh no, why? I don't know. He just decided he was done participating. Everybody can grow up and move on, do their own thing. If he doesn't want to be here anymore, I'm not going to force him to. Many people have come and gone, so there are some OGs left, and it's just the way life is. Times change, people's opinion on things change, or people's just likes and dislikes change. He has decided he doesn't want to be here anymore. Do I know anything about single action revolvers? Very little. I don't mess with them too much. Hasn't been recommending your lives. I don't have recommendations or notifications turned on, so that's going to happen. The pistol at the front of the PC case, that is a TSOS PX9 duty comp. Bruce says there's a chance for me because you got to meet a good woman with a good heart. So I thought I'd met people before, and it turns out that I am such a baby at heart, slightly selfish, in that I don't see myself sharing my life with another person, that it tends to scare them off. And I don't give a fuck. I'm like John Cena in that respect. I have too much fun. The amount of shit I've given up doing just to take care of a dog, I don't think I'd want to do that for a person. Zaxxon is, I've heard some stories. I don't appendix carry at all. I have a little bit of a pooch. How did it go with the vet tech girl? Well, she's my buddy's wife, so it didn't go. I just gave her a ride to the doctor's. You're a nut job gun lover. I try to be. That's why no woman wants you, boss. Not true. I wouldn't buy a Gen 2 Glock 17. Trick is, Joe, you got to find a wealthy sugar mama with no beneficiaries. I've tried that. I'm waiting for 3 to die right now. Daddy, I don't think that he was trying to be insulting. He's just saying that because of my enthusiasm for firearms, it might put off people. I don't think it was meant in a derogatory way. Wow, somebody went fucking hardcore stupid. Let's see. Let's report you for there we go. Bye, Felicia. Yeah, it's actually getting hard to read. I'm more tired than I thought. Oh, I didn't know she was married. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So I'm very strange in that I don't actually pursue women. If they come to me, they come to me. Do I agree that Draco people are idiots? I just think Dracos are dumb. Are guns like Funko Pops now? They can be. I look like I'm about to pass out. Reading is fucking killing my eyes right now. Apologies for giving me in my corny comeback. Don't worry, dude. My wife has beautiful guns. Fuck, dude. Come back when you can learn not to spam. Bro, why do you look so submissive and breedable, doggy? Sorry, master. The new setup looks good. It's solid. Like I said, the new case is going to be taller. The new case will come up halfway up the fucking play button, but trust me, it's going to be cool when it's done. Be careful with that 320 on the wall, question mark. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it, bud. I already fixed its known issues. Why did you remove that comment, Mouse? Did you mean to remove that comment? Mine says I've got beautiful knockers. Hey, I got some fucking knockers that'll knock your head off. How many guns do you have, big dog? No idea, I don't count. Oh. Bruce, why'd you remove that comment? Was he spamming? It's not a Colt single action. Love the collection, boss. Thank you. Yeah. Aw, penny, 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 penny. Why does it matter where I am, bud? Can't believe you have the patience to answer all these dumbass questions from non-gun owners. So for every dumbass question, there's probably, for every 10 dumbass questions, there's one good question or comment, and I'm here for those. I will weed through the stupid people to get to the people that are competent just because they deserve it. He wasn't talking shit. He liked the comment. He liked my comeback, so it is what it is. Some people I fuck with, some people I don't, so. Been a fan for a while. I don't do, shout outs, bud. Yo, you're washed up. Yep, over the hill. P320s aren't trash, but you're not going to let it go, so. The bigger Tan Pew Pew, that is a chassis system for a Glock. It's made by Recover Tactical. Integrity Farm says, what's up? What would you do if all the guns on your wall started firing themselves? I don't have an answer for you, dude, because that's a stupid question. You're watching Alien Earth, and it's pretty good. Alien Earth, was that the one with that one guy and the other guy that did this stuff before they did the thing with the Alien Earth? Those LEDs are bright as fuck. I gotta turn that thing around. If I was in charge of the military contracts, what sidearm would you use? Every soldier would have a Nighthawk Customs double agent. Hello, fun time. How's your day been? It's alright. Does anybody like King of the Hill? Not since the old stuff, man. New stuff is what it is, but I like the old stuff. Made his mistake yesterday. Not the HK. Is there a model of SIG ARs that are bad, like the M400? Anybody can make a bad unit, but in general, the SIG stuff is fine. You're both a bit tired from work. Glad to have your shoes off. Which eye do you shoot with? Genuine question. I can shoot with either, but I am left eye dominant. When I had LASIK done, they screwed up the left eye, so I switched to right eye dominance for about 8 months. But my left eye has finally healed to the point where I've adjusted around what's still fucky. So this eye can still get a little bit blurry depending on the situation, but in general, I'm left eye dominant. Holy shit, McManus is alive. Comes in with a huge $20 dono. Thank you very much, sir. And says, happy fucking birthday. Pasanti, I'd go 300 blackout over 5.56. 300 blackout is designed to be shot out of a short barrel and suppressed. Been thinking about shooting scopes lefty. I'm right-handed, but my left eye sees better. That's going to be difficult because you're going to have to find one that doesn't eject right into your face. Thanks for that tidbit. Love your content. Thank you. Bro's ready for World War III. I won't be involved in World War III, kid. Think about it. I'm in the United States. If we go to World War III, number one, it's not coming here. If it comes here, we're just going to get nuked off the fucking face of the planet because anybody that would attack the country. Bruce Banner matches the $20 donation. Holy shit. Thank you, Mr. Banner. But yeah, no, there will never be a U.S.-based world war unless the nukes drop first. And I'm on the East Coast, an hour outside of D.C., so I'm dead. LPVO or red dot plus magnifier. I'm going to be testing that theory. So my AR currently has a fixed 3 to 9x42. I've got an LPVO and I have a red dot magnifier combo that I'm going to try out. So I'm going to see which one I like better. Is your birthday seriously? No, it's not. People think it's a funny joke to say that. So I don't know if you remember back in the day, Jeff. Susu used to come in here and hang out, and she said it, and then people ran with it because send me money for it, then, dude. That's for Rocky's treats. He definitely will get some. He got some today after I did a gun deal. You're gay, Tom? That's awesome. I've never heard of Darkstorm. Jiminy, I'm gonna head to bed, get some rest. Yep, I will. Send the one you don't like better on the Tavor. Lol. We'll see what happens. If you're running nods, red dot. If you're not, plus offset, red dot. I can't pick up guns on the live stream. I've never used the Romeo Juliet myself. I've seen it on guns, but I haven't run any like long-term shooting with one. Seemed like it was a little early. Yeah, my birthday's in November. We got your JDC. My brain just stopped. Give it a second. It'll catch up. Oh, this is so comfortable right now. Do you ever just close your eyes and you just feel good? Like right now, I just feel good. I'm not talking out my ass because this is just where shit comes out. But no, man, this just feels good. This feels right. I'm not going to open my eyes for the rest of the live stream. Look, I'm Stevie Wonder. How do you know about the Gen? I don't know anything about them, and I don't care. November 13th is my birthday. Oh, McManus is already starting to talk shit. I like my Romeo 1 Pro, bro. Back off. We have lefty bolt guns for the wife. Figured out. Oh, if you got lefty bolt guns already, then yeah, what the fuck? Why not, right? Since you're going to be doing more of a steady state shooting anyways, if you see better with your left eye and you can be ambidextrous with your arms, why not? My EDC is a 1911, full size, 5-inch. No. If it's not on the wall, you're not seeing it tonight. Flock, why am I so tired? I guess I'm only going till 10 because I'm going to fall asleep again. I just keep forgetting to train lefty. You ever get your penis stuck in a Gatorade bottle? Me neither. It's fine. I have a Romeo X Pro and a 320, and it's fine. I've been shooting with both eyes open lately, even with irons by accident, but it seems to be working. Yeah, typically they tell you should always shoot with both eyes open, but guys like James Reeves from TFB TV, he's an excellent shooter with just one eye. You like lever actions rifles the most, fun to work with, yep. What's your take on FRTs or super safety? They're a waste of ammo. If you've ever seen somebody shooting full auto or something close to full auto, 99% of them are fucking idiots who can't hold the gun right, so they're just wasting ammo. So that's my problem with FRTs. They waste ammo because dumbasses use them. Was clanging steel out at 520 with a 6GT bolt gun. Don't even know what that is. But sounds fun, dude. Do I hunt? For that ace. The wife just said you make us not feel so bad because we always feel tired and shot. I'll keep. Yeah, but you got kids and shit, dude. All I got is a dog. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, Rocky. You alive? Ah, oh, damn it. He's too awake. I was going to do that thing where you put a treat in front of your dog. Closing an eye when shooting is fine. The reason we keep both eyes open is easier to focus on the front sight and you maintain your peripheral vision. Yep, it's situational awareness. Put a frit in a 22. I agree. The ATF must be there with them. Blink twice if you need us to rescue you. I don't even know how to fucking blink. I used to close one eye, but full auto is a fun way to waste ammo. If I had the extra ammo, I would. What's your opinion on the 365 and their custom? Their custom what? You got to finish that. What kind of GPU is that? It's an RTX 4070 Ti. I believe it's a gigabyte model. I can't remember. I think it's it's a gigabyte model. No, I don't have any Knight's Armament stuff. What's your favorite pistol brand? Nighthawk Custom. Why are your eyes so far apart? Because I saw your mom naked and they didn't know which way to run. Did you see the Pew View short where he had a gun named Betty? Nope. Do I hunt? No, I don't. It's not that I'm opposed to it. I've just never been. By the way, you guys should go to Olight and tell them you saw my shit on a live stream because they're the ones that sent me. They sent me a couple of really good optics that I'm running on a couple of my guns. Why are they on the wall? Because that's where they fit, brother. Going hard with 6 GT. You have 2, building more. Also arcs, which rocks. Damn, that's a lot of acronyms. You collect knives? Nope. How do you keep your firearms in shape hanging on the wall without rusting? It's not hard, dude. Don't fucking scratch your gun and let it rust and then put it up on the wall. If you maintain your gun and you keep them oiled, they don't rust. Rusting is only an issue if they have either damage to the finish, corrosive materials inside of them, or if they get too wet. How should we tell Olight? Just send them all an email. Just go, hey, we saw it on the Gemini show and we want 7 of them. Favorite on the wall. Still going to be my para-ordnance, the one above the play button. That one. Sent emails to Olight and I don't think they want to hear from me anymore. Lol. So they're sending me a PL2 Valkyrie Mini because they want me to start small because they found the old videos where I bitched about the rep that I had. I've defended Olight. Even when during all the ones that were going kabooey, I defended them. So, what's your opinion on daggers? Daggers are fine. Daggers, PSA in general has a quality control issue where they're not that good, but in general their guns are buenos. Used to run daggers when I was poor. Now I run Gen 5 Glocks. Lol. What happened to the low poly sloth? It's up front in the store. I keep putting it in the bag and forgetting to bring the bag back here. Do I have any recommendation on knives? Yes, make sure the pointy end goes toward the enemy. I've been stabbed a lot by my own knives. Is my birthday the 18th of November? No, my birthday is the 13th of November. Holy fuck, is somebody bringing that shit back? Is it true Beretta has a bad reputation for getting jammed? No, not really. You got a lot of PL3 Valkyries. They are fine for non-ops. Yeah, so the PL2 is their micro-sized one or the mini one. So I'm going to put it on some short barrel stuff. Not Beretta. Sorry, I mean Taurus. Not really. They really don't have a problem either. Except the Jackal, I think a good way to describe PSA is decent parts with dog shit assembly. Yeah, if they put maybe 2% more into their quality control, then it'd be fine. Is it really November 13th? Yes, November 13th is my birthday. What's your take on Chris Vector mags for Glocks? As long as they're the right caliber, run them. Why wouldn't they? Tell us a shorty about those guns. What do you want to know, man? You're going to save the date. Why? It's just the day that my mama pooped me out. I believe I am quantum immortal. You have PSA lowers, but you've changed it. Me and the brown eye. You've changed the trigger, safety, and mag catches. Does any of them have a laser? What are you, a hacksaw? Same thing with Bear Creek Arsenal. Yep. What's your favorite rifle caliber? Don't really have one. What guns do you think you need to make a complete collection? So it's kind of like when you bitch about voting, but you vote so you can bitch about it. So you have to own a Glock. I own several. You have to own a 1911. I own a lot. You have to own CZ75s and Berettas. Do you have a religion? No, I've never started a religion, so. I was not born in 1980, and stop trying to give people information to steal my identity, man. Do I have a Vector in the collection? No, I don't. My buddy borrowed me one, so I borrowed his for like a year and a half, and then he remembered I had it. It's fine, Mouse. I'm just fucking with you. Yeah, so 1979 is actually when I was born. Bruh. I'm just not into spending $1,000 for a gun I'm never going to shoot. My favorite gun is a 300 Winchester Magnum. Yeah, I'm too tired to read words correctly, so you just threw my brain into reverse on the freeway, dude. My shit went, Magnum, what? Also, my right eye is tearing up for some reason. I'm half sad. Micro Draco, if you like to miss your target. Pretty much. What do I think of the GX2? Never shot one. They look fine, though. Would I be considered a gun collector if I don't have any of those? Yes, because by association, you have bought guns from somebody who has owned them, and most of your collection came from me anyway, so yeah. Magnum Pi? No, it's Magnum Squared. Jesus loves you. Thank you, sir. Small, pretty much. All target guns are going to need rebarrels at some point, but the 6GT isn't a barrel burner. You're thinking about 6mm Creedmoor. Lol. It is not a Call of Duty loadout. Call of Duty wishes they had shit on me. So we're only going about 10 more minutes, kid, so ask questions, whatever you need to ask. I just steal all of Stone's guns. Lol. Yeah, we had to order him a new P10F in 45. I figured you were going to like it, McManus. Is that a World War I German rifle on your wall? No, it is not. I like the 338 Lapua, but can't afford it yet. I can't even afford the ammunition for a 338 Lapua. From your statement, that means I can complain that I go out now, right? No. You may only complain about some things. Squad up, bro. You are a millennial if I've ever heard one speaking. 43X for first gun, yay or nay? I'm going to give it the nay with an asterisk. Yay if you're only looking to get one gun to do everything. If you're looking for a bunch of guns, fuck no. The P10F in 45 is the greatest pistol I've ever stolen from Stone. Hello. You know, I had to drive all the fucking way down to North Carolina because you shipped the gun to the wrong place, McManus. You owe me for gas. Yeah, man, last I saw you said you weren't streaming anymore. It's absolutely awesome. Dude, it's been a long time since I said that, brother. But yeah, thanks for coming back. I shipped it where that idiot told me to ship it. I don't care who did it. I had to drive it 5.5 hours. How many Glocks do you have? 7. Do I recommend a P320? Not to people that ask me if I recommend them. And I'm not saying that to be a facetious dick. It's just most of the people I've been hearing and asking me that question have been people that are only reading stories and not understanding the full extent of the mishandling SIG has done of a terrible situation. You know, when the airman supposedly was killed by a 320 and then it turns out it was his co-worker that killed him, everybody shut the fuck up at that moment, didn't they? Thought you were going to mess with it or again or something, Lamau. No, fuck no. You got the 100th like. Nice, dude. Thank you. You recommend the 20mm? Stupid question. Dude, if you can get your hands on a 20mm cannon, I highly recommend it. 300 black out of a 5.56, you're going to destroy your fucking upper when it explodes. Sorry, buddy. I dropped it. He looks at me when I make loud noises like, what the hell, man? I was sleeping. These guns are far more dangerous than anything from SIG. Yeah, that's true. Fuse or AXG Legion? I like full-size guns, so I would go with the AXG Legion, but the Fuse is solid. Honestly, I think Garen did like 300 out of a 5.56. So, you can't reliably fire a 30 caliber bullet out of a 22 caliber barrel because it can't fit. It's going to destroy the gun. Now, if you just put a 300 blackout on top of a regular 5.56, it'll fire. So only 5.56 upper that can handle the 300 black is the Bren 2. Well, there you go. So I want to do a pretty crazy one. So I want to take an AR-10 and my 50 BMG armor-piercing incendiary round, and I want to fire it out of the AR-10. But I'm going to do it by removing the bolt carrier group out of the AR-10 because I found that if you stuff the 50 BMG into the chamber of an AR-10 and close it, the hammer will hit the back of the primer. I like SIG, but I'm not buying one. To each their own. Oh, the gun is going to explode. That's why I want to use like a PSA one. I heard a 50 BMG will fit in a 10 gauge. 50 BMG will fit in a 12 gauge. 10 gauge is a little bigger than a 50. 226 is better than a 320 by far. Does anybody know if there's a 1-800 numbers that you can call to report abused mannequins? Nope. Guns are too damn expensive for a broke boy like me. Sorry to hear that, brother. How many guns do you have? I haven't bought a handgun yet. Could you give me a couple recommendations? Glock, if you're just a boring motherfucker who won't own another gun in your life. But then Smith & Wesson M&P series, very solid, very capable guns. The FN series before the 5 series, so FNX, FNH, FNS, FNPs, those are all solid. Walther, the PDP series, and the previous the Q5s are really solid. PPQ Q5s. Pretty much any 1911. Is there a better option than the base 365? Yeah, the 365 was amazing when it came out, but it's a 6-year-old design now, 7-year-old design now, and there are other guns that do it better. So the 16-inch 300 blackout not worth it. Well, 16-inch is where you get your maximum velocity out of 300 blackout, but it was designed to run suppressed and short barrel. So unsuppressed out of a 16-inch barrel, non-suppressed, non-subsonic ammo, it's fine, but it defeats the purpose because of the cost of the ammo. I have not tried the Battlefield 6 beta. I do not like the Battlefield games. I don't like always online games. Calling it a night, probably not Friday. No worries, dude. I'm out in just a minute too. So everybody hit the like button because we're about to do it. What do I do for work? YouTube. I own a gun store and I do a lot of electronics reselling. The Glock 26X is not a real Glock. It is a gun that was manufactured by the Glock store. It is not a real gun. It cannot hurt you. What length 300 blackout do you recommend? 8-inch. You can hunt deer with the 16-inch supersonic, but 6.5 Grundle or 6.5 Creedmoor is better. Agreed. California doesn't make sense. Dude, anything that is western of, like, Minnesota, I don't fuck with. You and Rocky take it easy. We will. What year was the 2011 invented? It was actually invented back in the 90s by STI, which eventually turned into Staccato. So Para Ordnance in the 80s created the double stack 1911 with a big, thick, chunky grip on it, but it's all one piece. So that's a 1911 high capacity. Does the same thing as a 2011, but you can't remove the grip frame. The 2011s came out in the 90s because it allowed people to customize them for different hands and shit. Wow, still, you need a job. Absolutely. If you want to pay me $250,000 a year, I'll come sell cars for you. I also masturbate a lot. Does that count as a job? What's the gun with the red grip next to the CZ? That is a Fusion Firearms XF Pro. How did the RIA shoot? The Rock Island gun shoots great. My first Rock Island was actually a double stack 9, the exact same model. Only I had the 22 TCM 9mm combo. I need to get the 22 TCM barrel for that gun. But yeah, I love the Rock Island stuff. It works great. I have seen an RXM with the threaded barrel. They call it the Tactical, I think. It looks pretty interesting. It's not worth $589 though. It's a Gen 3, so just get a fucking threaded barrel. In fact, I could take the rainbow barrel out of the the Fusion XF and put it in that RXM, and I may do it. If I sell my sperm, does it look? Yes. Is that the same Rock Island that was on the website for sale? It was, but there are no guns for sale anymore. All the guns have to come down off the website. I'm currently getting set up with Gearfire after the first of the month. I'm not doing in-store sales anymore. Who says I'm on here all day? I spend 6 hours a week on lives. YouTube plaque has no holes in it. Is this an interesting plant channel? I just don't have a desire to shoot it. It's got a lot of dents and dings in it, though. Had no idea that the Rock Island is made in the Philippines. Yep, has been forever. Armscore based out of there. Damn, so all the online then will be through the same website? Yes, but I'm also going to have Gearfire attached, which means any gun that any of my distributors carries will be available through the website as well. What do you look for when buying a gun? Usually a gun. But no, I look for interesting designs, but good prices. If you're not doing in-store sales anymore, what are you doing with your inventory? So I sold off all the inventory that wasn't my personal gunnage. So the only guns that I currently possess are my privately owned guns. I have a couple of guns that are still in the store's inventory because I hate doing background checks on guns. No, you should never buy a Staccato. Yes, I will still have the same website address, but when you go to the address, any used guns I buy from people coming in the store will go onto the website and stay in the store. But I'm kind of starting over from zero, but it will also link you to Gearfire so you can buy any gun, ammo, accessory, or anything that is available. How do you do a background check on guns? Here we do it on paper and then I type it into the computer. We do a 4473 and a state. Here we call them ST65s. Why not buy Staccato? They're overpriced, overrated, not good enough to be in my opinion. You can buy an XP Pro which shoots Glock mags as well and for $1,000, or you can spend $2,500 for that shitty Staccato. How are you comparing prices if it's a good deal for the gun before you buy? So I never pay full price ever, even when I go to my buddies' stores or random pawn shops and shit. I just refuse. I will not do it. So price is important in that I just refuse to pay full price. Good night, Jeff. Nice, so you sold that weird looking 22 rifle. The appeal, yes. So we can still do layaway. I'm just waiting to recover from back to school shopping. Yes, we can still do layaway. Pawn shop got robbed down here last night. They stole $7,000 worth of guns. That sucks, dude. Quick rundown on getting a lower for a short barrel rifle. Well, the lower is what's going to be registered because that has a serial number. So you're going to have to get it and register it using a Form 1 through e-file. You can do that yourself from home, although it's hard to submit everything unless you already have your fingerprint cards and shit. But yeah, it's just you pay the $200 tax stamp, and that lower will always be associated as an SBR. The one thing I do recommend if you're going to do an SBR is when you take the pictures for the ATF, do not have a top on it. You only take pictures of the serialized part. It's not a vector. Home protection, family protection, hunt, target, shoot, whatever they want. It's a God-given right to own them, pretty much. New angle. Back to an old angle, actually. Aw, your AK broke up. Sorry. The problem with the U.S. Constitution, Bruce, and I do understand where you're coming from by citing it, is that the U.S. Constitution has been amended like 37 times. So, I mean, fucking 2A, it's an amendment to the Constitution. So, I get where you're coming from, though. But yeah, if they get enough people to vote on it, they can change any of the amendments at any time. This guy definitely did it. What, masturbated before the live? Yes. Anyways, guys, it's after 10 o'clock. I'll show you my sleeping doggo, and then we're all going to get out of here. Actually, I'll show you the guns, and then we'll go there. You'll have to tell me. You do the count and tell me how many guns you shoot. I don't really count my shit. In fact, there's even guns over here, including my Chiappa. And yeah, so that's the Daria Island comp, I think. Yep. Then you got the High Point Yeet cannon, the PX9 Duty comp from TSOS, Fusion Firearms XF Pro, Ruger RXM, Tamfolio Witness with my DWX grips on it. I just wanted to change it up. SIG P320, you'll shoot yourself. No, you won't. It's fine. Rock Island 5.0. Gerson Influencer X Custom with the Olight optic on it. Chronicle 1911 with the Punisher thingy. Para Ordnance LDA. PX1, P1X from Recovered Tactical. The Woodstock is the Series 43-103. Rock Island 1911 double stack. Live Free Armory 2011. TSOS BR9 2011. The Astra A100. And the Daria, old Daria top on top of an empty RXM chassis just because it looks better. A couple of Hollow Suns and my custom AR-15 build. So yeah, that's the guns for the night. Get some rest, man. Good talk. Thank you. Night, ladies. Yep, whoever breaks in that house can be in for a wild ride, especially when you get shot by a fucking shotgun. And then there's my dog. Rocky, say goodbye to the internet. Rocky, you want to go potty? Yeah, he heard that. So say goodbye to the internet, buddy. He's under the table watching you. All right, guys. You love the rail. Thank you. I've got another one, but you need a special end on it, so. E-Rock says goodnight, Rocky. Rocky, you want to come say goodbye? Come here, bud. Where are you going? Come here. Good boy. Rocky says goodnight, guys. I got to repaint this floor. It's nasty. Rocky says goodnight. You want to go potty? You want to go outside? You want to go outside and go potty? Whoop. Yep. Okay, buddy. Come here. Sit. Sit. Hey, Rocky, sit. Rocky, sit. Rocky, sit. Rocky, sit. Rocky, sit. Rocky, sit. Shake. Thank you. That only took 12 times. All right, guys. Red 9 for Rocky. Yep. Everybody love Rocky. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Look at how pretty he is. Oh, he's so pretty. He is. He's the best dog in the world, man. I don't care who's going to fight me. Oh, he'd love to have the Resident Evil gun. Hi, doggy. All right, buddy. Look at that smile. He knows he's good. He knows he's in good hands. Is the stream ending? Yes, unfortunately it is. We are very tired and we are going away. And on that note, y'all have a good night. Say good night, Rocky.